Okay, hello everybody. My name is Lorraine. I have a Verbling class for you here at the pre-intermediate level. This is a listening class. We're going to be listening to two people as they try to purchase a new computer. So there will be a lot of vocabulary having to do with technology, computers, that sort of thing, all the computer-related words in English. So I'll say hi to people as they come in, and we have Daniel with us again. Hi. Thanks for following me to the next class. That's great.
Hi, thank you.
And we have Sam with us. Hi, Sam. How are you doing?
Hi there. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. Very good. And Adela is with us. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. I did cut my hair, and cut is one of those English words where it's the same whether it's the present or past, so we don't cutted hair.
Cut.
You cut your hair is the past tense.
Okay, I remember.
Okay. How are you doing today, Adela?
Fine, thanks.
That's good.
The classes.
Good. And we have Jorge. Hi, Jorge. Welcome. Welcome back.
Hi again, Lorraine.
Okay, and who else do we have here? Carmen. Hi, Carmen. Nice to see you. Carmen, can you say hello? Okay, I can't hear you, unfortunately. There might be something wrong with your...
Sorry, Lorraine. I was just
there we are.
loading. Just takes a little bit.
Excellent.
Nice to see you again. Hi, everybody.
Nice to see you, too. And we have Ishmael. Hi, Ishmael. I haven't seen you for a while. Welcome.
Hi, Lorraine. Nice to see you again.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm very good. How are you doing?
I am doing well, thank you.
Excellent. It's so good to see you. And hi, Maha. You're with us again. Very good.
Thank you.
Okay, so I think I've got everybody. Yes. Let's get started with our material. I have posted the worksheet in both of the group chats. It's a good idea to download the worksheets to follow along, but I will also share my screen with you. I have a PowerPoint to share. If you click on my icon at the bottom of the page, it will keep the green screen as your main screen for the whole lesson. If you can't see the green screen, let me know. Okay, good. Okay. So we'll look at some vocabulary first, just so we know what we're talking about. If you go shopping for the following things, which ones do you find are the most difficult to decide about? And tell me a little bit about the decisions that you would need to make about the one you think is the most difficult. So which one of these things is the most difficult for you to buy?
I think it's a washing machine.
Why? Why is a washing machine the most difficult thing to buy?
Well, because I cannot try the machine in the shop.
Ah, yes, so you don't get to actually use it when it's in the store. That's so true. So how do you know which one will wash your clothes the best? Because you don't know. How can you find that out, Sam? What kinds of things can you do to find out which washing machine would be the best?
I will search the model from the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
yes.
What information will mean the most to you? that you get on the internet?
They have a lot of feedback from the customer.
Yeah, the reviews from the customers. They're the best thing. You have to read through a number of them, but you get an idea about which models seem to work the best. That's so true. Very good, thank you. Maha, what do you think is the most difficult thing to buy? Maha?
Maybe computer.
Okay, and why do you find that the most difficult thing?
Because I don't know what code model.
Okay, so when you go into a store that sells computers, there are so many. How do you choose? So, have you bought a computer, Maha?
Sorry, again, please.
Have you, in the past, bought a computer?
Yes.
How did you choose? What were the things that you looked for in a computer? Did you look at the size of the computer, the price of the computer? What kinds of things?
Maybe a model and
Okay, the model.
Company.
Okay.
And not a lot of money.
Okay, so price was an issue. All right, good. Jorge, what do you think is the hardest thing to buy?
I think it's very difficult to buy a computer.
Okay.
Because there are many in our store, and which is the best depends on the use of you need on this computer. All of them can do everything maybe, and only if you need a specific use of this computer, you can choose one or no.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, what you want to use the computer for and trying to find the best one for your particular needs. Yeah, that can be hard. Ishmael, what do you think is the hardest thing to buy? You have to make decisions.
There are many brands and alternatives on the market, Lorraine, and actually it is difficult for buyers to make a decision which one to choose.
Are you talking specifically about computers or all products?
A computer, television, cell phone.
Yeah, so many choices.
Yes, and many companies are producing different type of cell phones, computers, and actually it is difficult to choose one of them. I usually read on the forums the how can I say
the reviews?
Reviews. The reviews about the products.
Right.
There are some electronic forums on the internet. It is useful, and there are some e-shops on the internet. They show us which product was the most sell or the most purchased.
Right, the most popular ones.
The most popular and the most bought one in last year or in last month, something like this. And I asked some friends who are deep knowledge about technology, computing.
That's a really good thing to do if you have some friends who know something about them. Okay, and Danielle, what about you? Which ones do you find the most difficult to buy out of this list?
My opinion is very similar with Jorge's opinion. I think the most difficult thing to buy is a computer because it's an expensive thing, and we must carefully decide what we need and what we don't need, because we can spend a lot of money and buy a computer and don't use it.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes we buy more computer than we need. We pay for a lot of things that we don't use on the computer. At least I know I do. The computers now, they do so many things, and really I only want it to do certain things. So yeah, sometimes we get pulled into buying more computer than we really need. Carmen, what about you? Which of these items do you find the hardest to buy, to make a decision about?
Well, I would choose the lamps because I'm sure I won't be able to agree with my husband. He would like some play ones or like something very stylish. We wouldn't agree on the color, on the textures, on the materials, whatever. So I'm sure it's going to be a very hard decision just to buy one simple lamp.
Wow, that's interesting. Of course, and tastes are so different. I had to buy lights recently, and I went to 5 different stores just looking for the kind of lamp I need for a particular place. So I know what you mean. Very interesting. Thank you. Adela, what about you? What do you think is the most difficult to make a decision about?
I think the PC, the computer, not for to run the choice, but is to have a machine, to have an engine, to have a long time to use, because the problem is the obsolescence.
Yeah.
In 2 months, they are another program. You don't have enough RAM, or is very slow. The procedure, the operative system.
The processors, yes.
Yes, processor. The operative system. You need to have the last programs.
The latest, yeah, the latest programs, yes. Latest.
This is a problem. You can't expand the RAM and hard drive extern, but it's a problem. I think.
Yeah.
It's, to choose the best product, I think, is impossible.
I think so too. And as soon as you think you've found the right one, then they've changed them all. There's the new ones that come out. Okay, so let's match these computer terms with their definitions. So we'll start with some. Say the word and then tell me which one it matches to.
Laptop.
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 Good.
Uh, a device you move with your hand to work on the computer.
I don't think that's a laptop.
Oh,
I think that's a mouse.
yeah, laptop is a computer.
Yeah.
I know, but
Is it a big computer or a little computer?
a small computer.
Yeah, a small computer that is portable. Yeah, number 2. Good. Okay, Mahan, the next one.
Desktop.
Desktop, yes.
Yes.
What's a desktop? This is in relation to computers. We say a laptop computer or a desktop computer.
A desktop computer. Maybe 10.
No, that's a disk. That's not a computer. We're talking about a computer. And when it sits on a desktop, it sits on a desk.
Maybe 3.
A large disk inside your computer. No, that's the disk inside a computer.
8.
Can you read it, please?
A traditional large computer which usually stays on a table or desk.
Exactly. So that's why it's called a desktop computer. And that gets shortened to desktop. So you'll hear people talk about their desktop, and they don't mean the top of their desk. They mean the computer that sits on the top of their desk. The same as people will talk about their laptop, which is their computer that is portable. Jorge, the next one.
Monitor. 4. The screen you look at when you use a computer.
Yes, unfortunately my arrows are not pointing in the right spot. That is actually pointing at 4, but everything is moved down for some reason. I don't know why. But you're right. Exactly right. Good. Ishmael, the next word.
Gigabyte.
We say gigabyte.
Gigabyte.
Yes.
Okay. We say same.
There you go.
I try to change, but it doesn't work. Okay. A unit of measurement of a computer's disk space. 7.
Exactly right. Yes, you are right. And most words that have to do with computers are in English, and they seem to come to every other language in their English form. So that's why gigabyte's the same.
Yes.
Okay. Daniel, the next one.
DVD is a disc similar to a CD, but with more space for song or video files.
Exactly. Good. Carmen, the next one.
Scanner, equipment to make copies of photos and documents.
Exactly. Good. Yep. Very good. Adela.
USB port is a hole where you plug in the device such a mouse, a joystick, or a printer.
Exactly. Good. Some?
Oh, this time it should be correct.
Yes, you got it
Yeah,
this time. Good.
the device
Yeah,
you
the
move with
device
your hands. Yeah.
to work on the computer. Good. Yeah, exactly. And Maha, the next one.
Webcam.
Mm-hmm.
Um, a small video.
Mm-hmm. Small
Uh,
video camera.
camera that you use to speak to friends and see them.
Good. And Jorge, the last one.
Hard drive. The large disk inside your computer where all the files are saved.
Okay, good. Now we have this one here, number 6. It's funny, I don't have the word in the
Keyboard.
vocabulary list. What we call this?
Keyboard.
Keyboard, yeah, the keyboard. Very good. Okay, Adela put it in Verbling chat there, the keyboard. Okay, so you're going to listen to a conversation between Stephen and his friend Janice. They're in a department store and they're looking for a new computer. So we're going to first listen and decide which person, Stephen or Janice, said something similar to the following statements. So just think of whether it's a S for Stephen or J for Janice for each of these 6 statements. So I'll play it through twice, and then we'll look up the answers. Here we go.
Right. Here are the computers. We have to buy one, and we have to buy one today.
Yes, you're right. I just don't understand anything about computers.
Well, it's okay. We can decide together. First of all, we need to decide between a laptop and a desktop.
I'm already confused. Can't we just get one like the one we have at the moment?
That's a desktop computer. I think it's too big. The monitor and the speakers take up a lot of space, and if we want to use it in the lounge, we have to move the desk.
Oh, so you're thinking of buying one of these laptop computers, are you? They look really neat, very compact. I bet they aren't as powerful as our old desktop computer, though.
Stephen, this isn't the 1990s. Look here. This one is twice as powerful as our desktop computer. Look, it has 80 gigabytes on the hard drive. Our desktop only has 30. We bought it 5 years ago.
I have to tell you right now, when you start talking about numbers, you know, gigabytes, ROMs, and megahertz, I get a headache. No, I mean it.
Oh, please. Come on, we have to make a decision. My uncle gave me that money more than a month ago, and if he comes to the house tonight and we don't have a computer, he will be offended.
Right. We need to think about what we need. Now let's see. Do we need to make CDs and DVDs?
Yes, that would be useful. We don't need a printer or a scanner, as we already have both.
Fine. Look at those two there with extra wide screens.
No, that would be a waste of money. We won't be using it to watch movies.
This one looks fine then. $1,400. It has a CD and a DVD burner, 60 gigabyte hard drive, 5 USB ports. What are they?
Well, that lets you use things like a mouse, a printer, or a scanner. That seems a good choice. Look, it comes with a free webcam.
Why do we want one of those? I don't even like it when people take my photo.
Let's go and find someone to help us. Look, there's someone.
Okay, we're going to hear it one more time and then answer the questions.
Right. Here are the computers. We have to buy one, and we have to buy one today.
Yes, you're right. I just don't understand anything about computers.
Well, it's okay. We can decide together. First of all, we need to decide between a laptop and a desktop.
I'm already confused. Can't we just get one like the one we have at the moment?
That's a desktop computer. I think it's too big. The monitor and the speakers take up a lot of space, and if we want to use it in the lounge, we have to move the desk.
Oh, so you're thinking of buying one of these laptop computers, are you? They look really neat, very compact. I bet they aren't as powerful as our old desktop computer, though.
Stephen, this isn't the 1990s. Look here. This one is twice as powerful as our desktop computer. Look, it has 80 gigabytes on the hard drive. Our desktop only has 30. We bought it 5 years ago.
I have to tell you right now, when you start talking about numbers, you know, gigabytes, ROMs, and megahertz, I get a headache. No, I mean it.
Oh, please. Come on, we have to make a decision. My uncle gave me that money more than a month ago, and if he comes to the house tonight and we don't have a computer, he will be offended.
Right. We need to think about what we need. Now let's see. Do we need to make CDs and DVDs?
Yes, that would be useful. We don't need a printer or a scanner, as we already have both.
Fine. Look at those two there with extra wide screens.
No, that would be a waste of money. We won't be using it to watch movies.
This one looks fine then. $1,400. It has a CD and a DVD burner, 60 gigabyte hard drive, 5 USB ports. What are they?
Well, that lets you use things like a mouse, a printer, or a scanner. That seems a good choice. Look, it comes with a free webcam.
Why do we want one of those? I don't even like it when people take my photo.
Let's go and find someone to help us. Look, there's someone.
Okay. The guy, Stephen, he sounds like my brother. Okay, so I don't understand very much about computers. Who said that or something similar to that?
Stefan.
Yeah, Stephen. Adela, can you read the next one and tell me where or who said something like that?
I want a computer that we can use in the lounge. I think Stephen too.
Do you think so, Stephen?
I have a little because Janice talk about after the laptop desktop to use in the lunch, but I think Janice is possible.
Yeah, I think it was Janice who said that. She was saying that if they got another desktop, they'd have to move their desk. So she was thinking about something to use in the lounge. Carmen, number 3.
We need to make a decision today. I think that was Janice.
That was Janice. Why did they need to make this decision today?
Because her uncle is coming to visit them, and the uncle just gives them the money to buy a new computer.
Yeah, exactly. And he's going to be there, and they need that computer to show that they've used his money to buy the computer. Good. Let's see. Daniel, number 4.
Computer terminology confuses me. That's said Stefan.
Yeah, it's Stephen. Stefan is, well, I know my German friend, his name was Stefan. But in English, we call this Stephen. Also, this PH can be replaced by a V. So either way you want to pronounce it is correct. But in this audio, they're saying Stephen. Ismail, number 5.
Number 5, we don't need a printer. Janice said it.
How come they don't need a printer? Why don't they need the printer, Ismail?
Because her uncle watch movie and Don't print out anything from this computer.
I think you're guessing. Does anybody else remember?
They are great ones.
They already, yes.
Yeah, they already have it. They've already got the printer and the scanner, all that stuff. They've got it. But really good use of your imagination, Ismail. Okay, Jorge, number 6.
I would prefer not to get a webcam. I think Steven.
Yeah, he didn't say that exactly, but he doesn't like even getting his picture taken, so he really doesn't really want a webcam. Are there any questions about that? Okay, so that's part 1. So in part 2, in this exercise, choose either true or false for each statement. Do you want to hear the audio again, or do you think you can answer? What do people want?
We can answer.
You can answer. Okay, here we go. Maha, number 1. Stephen seems to understand more about computers than Janice. True or false?
I think true.
Oh yeah? You think Stephen seemed to understand all about the computers?
No, false.
No, it's false. Yeah, because he, you get the headache as soon as she starts mentioning numbers. He doesn't know anything about computers. Number 2, Janice would prefer to get a desktop computer because it has more memory. True or false?
That is false.
Yeah. So what did Janice say about the desktop computers?
The desktop computer is too large, and the hard disk is very small, not enough to use.
Okay, yeah, so the laptop, actually, the ones they were looking at had more memory than their desktop at home, so they weren't going to lose anything by getting the laptop. Adela, Stephen isn't sure about buying a laptop computer because he thinks it won't be as powerful. Is that true or false?
Yes, I think it's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Janice say about the twist power, no?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Okay, Carmen, number 4. Stephen has a headache, and that makes it hard for him to choose.
I think it's false. I mean, it's the numbers that give him a headache.
Very good. Well done. So your comprehension of that was very good. It's sometimes hard to understand what they're saying, and you did very well on that. Daniel, number 5. They are using money from an uncle to buy the computer.
Oh, yes, it's true.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And Ishmael, Janice doesn't want to buy a computer with a wide screen. True or false?
True.
Okay, why not? Why doesn't she?
Stephen showed her some widescreen computer, and she doesn't want this type of computer. But I couldn't remember why.
Okay, you don't remember why. She
Maybe
talked
her
about
uncle doesn't watch any TV, any movie.
She's not buying this for her uncle. Her uncle gave them money for them to buy a computer for themselves.
Ah, okay.
So she didn't want the widescreen because she said it would be a waste of money. They don't watch TVs on the TV or on the computer. Yeah.
Yes.
So the widescreen computers were more expensive than the regular ones. Yeah. Jorge, somebody eventually comes and helps them. True or false?
I think it's true.
You think so?
Yeah, in the final of the listening, Janice said that there is a man or something like this. I think it's a salesman or a
Yeah,
worker
but
of the
they
store.
had to. Let me see if I can make this work.
$1,400. It has a CD and a DVD
Listen
burner,
carefully.
60 gigabyte hard drive, 5 USB ports. What are they?
Well, that lets you use things like a mouse, a printer, or a scanner. That seems a good choice. Look, it comes with a free webcam.
Why do we want one of those? I don't even like it when people take my photo.
Let's go and find someone to help us. Look, there's someone.
Okay. So what are they going to do?
Looking for a person who helps them.
Okay, so they had to go and find him.
Yeah.
Look, there's a guy over there. So they went to him. He didn't come to them. So this is false. Somebody doesn't come and help them. They have to go find somebody. That's so typical. Are there any questions about those? Okay. So let's see. We're going to be talking about computers. How much do you understand about computers? That's, I guess we could ask that question of everyone. Some, do you think you know a lot about computers or not very much?
Not very much.
Not very much. What about you, Maha? Do you think you understand lots or not very much?
Maybe 15% understand.
Okay, that's a good way to explain it. What about you, Jorge?
Yes, I think I have a good knowledge about computers.
Okay, good. Ishmael?
I am not an expert about computer, but I know enough thing as a user.
Okay, all right, good. Daniel, what about you?
I think I understand, but I don't understand very much about hardwares. I understand the softwares.
Okay, good. Carmen?
Just the basic things. I'm just a user, so as long as it works properly, I don't mind.
Okay. So my own answer to that is that I know enough about computers to know that most of the people who are trying to help me in the computer store don't know as much about them as I do. So I don't think I know very much, and they know even less. It's very, very frustrating. Has anyone ever had that experience? You go in, you want to talk to somebody about it, but you realize you know more than they do. Anybody had that experience?
Yes, yes.
So
Nowadays
frustrating.
it's so usually.
Yeah.
Yes, it's so usual.
And sometimes the salespeople say things that you can't believe they've just said what they've said because it's so wrong and so misleading. Ugh. Okay, so Carmen, would you have problems choosing a new computer to buy?
I would go for a basic one. I mean, first I have to know what I need it for, and then I would go for the one that fits with my requirements.
So what would be the most important things that you require in a computer? What's important to you?
For instance, if it's not very slow, I mean, it has capacity and it's a fast one.
Okay.
That I can join Verblink and I don't get out of the room because I cannot join in. So right. I mean the basic things, but yeah, it can fit my requirements. That's all I need.
Okay. All right. Good. Daniel, what about you? Would you have problems choosing a new computer to buy? if you went into a store, or do you think that you know enough that you could make that choice?
I actually never buy a computer in the past because my brother sells computers, so
Oh, that's good.
when I bought a computer, my brother helps me.
Okay. So what would be the most important things that a computer needs to have for you, for your purposes? You would tell your brother what you needed. I need a computer that will do what for you?
I don't need. I don't play any games, so I don't need perfect graphics or something like that. I need scanner and the things like that, and I use usually internet.
Okay. All right, good. Ishmael, what about you? What are the most important things that you look for in a computer, and would you have trouble choosing a new computer?
The most important aspects of a computer for me is the central processing unit, which is connected with the speed of the processing the data.
Mm-hmm.
We can say the general speed of a computer. It is important because I don't want to wait to open an internet site on the screen. It is very discomfortable for me.
Okay.
And the screen is important because it works with the central processing unit too. They should connect it together and put both of them in a good speed to get a real speed from a computer.
Okay, so speed is the really important thing for you when you're choosing a new one.
Yes.
Right. Good. Jorge, what about you? What's the most important aspects of a computer for you?
For me, a very important point is the graphic processor, because I usually use my computer to draw in 3D graphics, and it's very important that the graphic processor of the computer will be good. Otherwise, the computer is very slow, and it's frustrating working on these conditions.
Yeah, having that graphic try to refresh, and it takes forever for it to. You put one little detail on it, and then it has to refresh and add it. Do you use your computer for business and for personal use, or do you have two separate computers?
In the past, I had two separate computers. I used one to my particular things and another to business. But nowadays, I have only one because it's enough to do both things.
Okay, it's amazing how they've changed. They've come down in price, and they do so much more. Do you use a laptop or do you use a desktop?
A laptop, because I need to move because business and work, and I need to carry with me the computer.
Okay, good. Thanks. Maha, what about you? Would you have problems choosing a new computer to buy? And
Yeah.
what are the important things for you in a computer?
Yeah, sure. I have a problem. I choose the computer. I don't have anything, any way, which work computer.
Okay, so you don't understand very much about computers, so yeah. Have you ever bought a computer?
What?
Have you ever, in the past, bought a computer?
Yes.
And how did you make the decision? What kinds of things did you ask to make your decision?
I don't know. I don't understand.
Okay. Well, what are the important things that you need on a computer? Some people needed speed. Some people needed good graphics. What is important to you?
I think CPU
Okay.
and graphics.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I listen with my husband this.
So your husband knows more about computers than you. So
Yeah.
yeah,
My husband.
you tell him what you need, and then he goes and buys it.
Right.
You say what your needs are to your husband, and then your husband buys what you need. Yes?
CPU and graphics. Yeah.
Okay. All right, good. And what about you? Would you have problem choosing a new computer to buy? And what?
That's my lot. I will focus on the CPU. The calculation is fast enough, and the memory and the hard disk, the capacity is enough to use, and the price is reasonable.
Yes. If you could buy what do they call them? The Apple computer? Would you choose an Apple or a PC if they were the same price?
Apple.
Yeah? Do you have an Apple or do you have PC?
I have a PC.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I can't afford an Apple.
I think there is the brand name is cost a lot of money.
They do, yes, they cost an awful lot. So, okay, let's see. Oh, we've got a couple of new people in our class here. We've got David. Hi, David.
Hi, Lorraine. Good morning.
Good morning. And we have Shadow. Hi.
Hello.
Welcome into the class. We are
Thank
just
you.
talking about computers and buying computers. We did a listening. I don't know if you were here for that. But the next question and the last question is, do you prefer shopping alone or going with a friend or family member? So what about you, Sam?
I will go with my family because we will consult about which model is better, maybe which price is reasonable, anything.
Okay, so you'll take your family and discuss it at the store. which
Yeah.
one is going to be the right one. Okay. Shadow, what about you? If you were going to shop for a computer, would you take a friend or a family member or go alone?
Choosing someone who know what I want to buy. I mean, know about the object that I want to buy.
Mm-hmm.
If he a friend or family member or someone else.
But specifically for a computer, who would you take with you?
Oh, my brother.
Your brother, okay.
He's good, yeah.
He knows about the computers.
Yes.
Okay, good. Maha, what about you? Would you shop with somebody or by yourself to buy a computer?
Somebody. First time bought a computer with my brother, and a second time this laptop now with my husband.
Okay, so you went with your husband to buy it. That makes sense. Jorge, what about you? Do you shop alone for a computer or do you have a friend who knows more about it?
I like to look at the computers by myself at the first. When I have an idea about which one I want or what I need, I choose a few ones, and after that I go with a family member, with my brother, because he is informatic, and he helps me to decide between these computers. But at the first, I like to look at them by myself.
Okay. That's a lot like how I shop for them too. All right, Ishmael, what about you? Do you shop alone for a computer or do you take a friend or family member with you? Ishmael, are you there? He must have stepped away for a moment. David? David, are you there?
Yeah, Lorraine.
Oh, good. I was beginning to think no one could hear me.
No.
Do you shop alone for a computer or do you like to go with a friend or family member?
I think I prefer to go with a friend because sometimes I need an advice about if I am buying a good computer, or maybe the price is very expensive and I need an advice of someone who knows better about computers.
Do you have a friend who knows a lot about computers that you would take?
Yeah, actually my uncle sells computers, so maybe instead of buying in a different place, I will say to him that sell me a nice computer and in a good price.
Yeah, that's nice when you have a family member who sells them and you can trust that they will sell you what you need. Yeah, that's very good. Okay, good. Thank you. Danielle?
I always prefer shopping with my brother because he sells computer and he can help me a lot, and I can to have a good price.
Okay, so you get a good price from your brother. That's nice. That's a good thing to have somebody in the business. Carmen, what about you? Do you prefer shopping alone or do you go with a friend or family member?
No, I would definitely go alone because I know what I need. So I use my laptop on a daily basis. So I would go alone and just try to find what I need.
Okay. All right. I think that's the end of the lesson plan. Let's see if there's, oh, no, there's a little bit more. Oh, yes, this is a role play, but we don't have time to do all the role playing, but we'll try one. Do I have 2 volunteers to role play for us? Anybody? Quick.
Yes, I can.
Okay, Jorge, who else? How about Carmen? Carmen?
Okay then. Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. So Jorge, I want you to be the salesperson and Carmen, the customer.
Okay. What do you want to buy?
Carmen, you're the customer, so you're going in to look for something. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the box is, the first box is wrong.
That is information for you. You have to think about what you want to buy. So, okay, I want to buy a scanner.
Okay.
Okay. So the little right here, this is what you're doing.
So do I have to say I'm looking for a new scanner?
No, you can say whatever you want, what you're looking for.
Okay, then I'm start. Hi, how can I help you?
Good morning. I'm looking for a new laptop.
Oh, we have several great models. You need it for personal use or for business?
I use it for personal use.
Oh, I see. Well, then we have these 3 laptops. You can choose anyone. They are powerful, and they are good enough for you for a personal use.
Okay, can you tell me the storage capacity of this one?
Yes, this has a hard disk for with 100 gigabytes.
Okay, it's very powerful. And what about, has it got a webcam inside?
Yes, this laptop have already a webcam. It is on the top of the screen.
Okay, this is great. You guys did a fabulous job. Thank you. But we're out of time, so we have to go. And hopefully I'll see you again in another lesson. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Lorraine. Have a nice day.